afternoon, 47. Your targets are Richard Quincy, former Central African dictator, and his gold digger wife, Inez. Following a brokered departure from power, the targets have lived off the money they looted during their reign. The ICA has learned that the two will be at the Hitman Hotel in Bangkok at a clandestine meeting with a representative of French intelligence. The targets have been avoiding media attention in recent months and will likely not arrive at the hotel via the river. He takes no risks with his personal safety, so expect his security team to cover all possible approaches. The clock is ticking, 47. Good luck.
Yo, what's up guys, my name is Mr. Freeze2244 and welcome to the Ex-Dictator Elusive Target for Year 2 of Hitman 3. This is the first time we've seen this Elusive Target in Hitman 3, so I'm going to show you three methods as I usually do. The first method is going to be the default loadout method. The second method is going to be a silent assassin suit only with fiber wire, but you will need a tranquilizer with that as well as the seeker. For method 3 I'm going to use the Molotov, so be a bit more fun, but it's the fastest method is going to be method 3. I'll leave the timestamps in the description, but for method 1, default loadout, riverside landing, start with a suppressed pistol, fiber wire and coin. From the very start, what we need to do is acquire ourselves a disguise. We're going to get the waiter disguise, or is it the server disguise? I can't remember what the name of the disguise is. I think it's the waiter one, the one with the apron. So we're going to head up these stairs and head into this area here. We're in a trespassing zone. Close the door behind you. Throw the coin just around about there, just in front of the freezer. Grab the coconut. And this is going to distract the waiter behind the bar. Next, we're just going to knock him out real quick, and then hide his body in the freezer. Pick up the coin, and then put his disguise on. Next, we're going to head into this area here. There's a couple of enforcers in the area, so just be careful. Close this door behind you when you enter this room, and chuck a coin in the corner right there, and make sure you pick it back up. That's going to distract these two guards. The idea is to take out these two guards. These are Inez Quincy's personal bodyguards, so we want to take these two out because it's going to help us a little bit later on taking her out. So we're going to subdue him, pick up the weapon that he drops, and for now we are just going to drag him in the corner. Right about there. Next is going to do the same thing with this guard here, so we're going to throw a coin just about there next to the wall. Pick the coin back up. He's going to come over to investigate, and we're going to knock him out. The only person you need to be careful is that woman down there. Sometimes she has X-ray vision and she can see exactly what you're doing. If that is the case, then you'll just have to restart and then try again. Pick up the gun and then drag his body in here into this room. Next we need to make sure that we are dragging by the hands, because it's going to give us a more accurate drag. So what we need to do is drag him behind this sofa, and it gives you a more accurate drag if you actually just drag with the hand. So that's the reason why we're doing that. So you have to make sure that the sofa is completely covering the bodies, completely, because Richard Quincy is going to come into this room. We have to make sure that he doesn't see these bodies. So play Tetris with the bodies a little bit. Just make sure they are definitely covered by the sofa. It's a lot easier than it looks, but once you're happy with that, I'm quite happy with that. Next, pull out your coin and place a coin just about here on the floor, and then place the second coin just about here. So you use that, you use the L1 and R1 or LB or RB if you're on Xbox or PS5 or whatever. And then you just place them on the floor using the triangle or the Y button, and you will have two coins placed on the floor. At this point in time, Richard and Inez is going to be talking about food to the waiter, saying that they're not bringing the food that they're asking for, and they're saying that all that kind of stuff. Two things are going to happen next. He's either going to stand up and come into this room, or they're both going to walk away. And if they both walk away, you don't worry about it. Just have to wait for that cycle to repeat itself again. Because Richard Quincy sometimes comes in here straight away, sometimes he comes in 2 minutes later. So you just have to be a little bit more patient with that. Just don't worry if they do walk away. You haven't done anything wrong. It's just it is what it is. It's random. But Richard does come into this room. Because right now, she's going to head downstairs. I don't know why she goes downstairs. There's no opportunity to take her out down there either. So you're best off to just wait. So what I'm going to do is just skip to the point where Richard actually comes into the room. So I'm going to skip ahead. A few minutes later, we are finally getting Richard coming into the room. Now, you could have restarted the mission if you wanted to, but it doesn't really save you that much time anyway, so you may as well just wait it out. But he will see the first coin. We're going to want to close the door behind him as quick as we can. Once the door is closed and the garrote option is appearing for you, go ahead and use the fiber wire on him. And then we're just going to drag him in the corner and then pick up that first coin. We're going to exit through the door you came and then make sure you close the door behind you. Next, we're going to come over to this bar where our target is waiting. And we're going to chuck a coin just where we did earlier with the waiter. Now, you need to do this quickly. I would recommend just shooting her in the head because it's a lot faster. Because we need to hide this body quick. Our waiter over there, he's coming straight to where we're about to take her out. So you need to be quick with this. So either use the fiber wire or I recommend using a pistol. Just headshot her and quickly put her in the freezer. Because look, this is the waiter. So you had about 5 to 10 seconds spare there. But that is the time window. You can alternatively just wait it out and wait for her to go back over to that bar and pick your chances, or you can alternatively take him out, the waiter out, and then wait for her cycle again. It's entirely up to you, but I'm just showing you a way of doing it. So that was the default loadout method. So yeah, overall it's quite easy, but it does take a while if Richard doesn't come in the room straight away. Second method, we are going to do a silent assassin suit only with a fiber wire, and we're going to bring along a Seeker 1, a start in 47 Suite, and also in 47 Suite bring along the Calmer 2 tranquilizer. We're going to leave the Calmer 2 tranquilizer there because we need both shots for this, because if we grab it straight away we won't have all 4 shots and we need that. So with our Seeker in hand, we're going to head all the way down to the stairs to this area. We need to trigger this conversation. And then she is going to walk away, as also with the guy as well, so they both have their backs to you, so you can now come down the stairs and enter this room. With the door open, we're going to pull out our Seeker and aim, swap our shoulders so you're in this position. When he comes around this pillar, make sure you shoot him. He's going to get a little bit sick. And once she comes into view, do the same thing with her. So both of them have now been shot with the Seeker 1. Both of them are going to get sick. Richard Quincy walks past you. We're not taking him out now because if you do, his wife will come straight through here with 2 bodyguards following behind him. We don't want that. So she is going to head up to 47 Suite and be sick in his toilet. So we can't have that because there's cleaning bills and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to make sure we take care of that. So Richard is going to be sick here for a while, all over these breadsticks, all over these baguettes, and he's going to come back through this room. I'm going to skip to that point because there's no point waiting. So not too long after, we're going to make sure the door is closed and we're standing in this position. Close the door behind you before attacking him. Use the fiber wire and place him in the nearby locker. Once you've done that, we can now head all the way upstairs to his wife, Inez Quincy. Come through this door only when there's 2 people that have their backs to you. Run up the stairs right here. Stay to the right because you are in a hostile area there for just a brief second. The trespassing zones are really weird in this Elusive Target. Use the keycard on the door to get in your suite. Come in here and take out the tranquilizer that we brought with us along with this mission. Use it on both of these guards. And then pull out your fiber wire and then fiber wire your target. There we go. Simple as that, as I always say. Next, we're just going to head straight to the exit now, so any exit will do. Again, look at this hostile area. It's really weird at this Elusive Target. I'm not a big fan of it. It's quite difficult without equipment. And these moving trespassing zones are I'm really not a fan of it at all. You can actually go in the area where they sit down to talk to the waiter and stuff like that. That's not a trespassing zone unless they're in the area. It's weird. So I don't like it. But once we head to the exit here, we'll have a nice silent assassin. It's quite quick as well. Done. For method 3, we are using the Molotov cocktail. So we're going to start undercover in the kitchen, bring along the Calmer 2 and a coin. Straight away, we're going to exit the blend spot and trigger this conversation. We need to make sure these have their backs to us. have to just risk it because we don't have enough time. So we're going to place the Molotov cocktail just about there. And then a coin we need to place just around us where the door is, just around about there. So Richard is going to see that coin. No one else reacts to it, just him. So the idea is to get him close to the coin, and then we're going to keep the door open, and with the tranquilizer in hand, we're going to swap shoulders, and then once his wife is close to it, we're going to shoot the Molotov. So if you didn't know, it's a little trick there where basically if you shoot the Molotov with a tranquilizer or a seakill or a crossbow, you'll set off the fire, but not the explosion itself. So as long as both of those targets are being set on fire, you can go ahead and head to the exit. There's a little bit risky because there's a couple of chefs there that are enforcers, so you need to be careful for those. But if you are seeing the guards being set on fire at the same time, you have to make sure you restart before they die. If they die before you have a chance to do that, just go ahead and close your application. So if you're on PC, it's Alt F4. If you're on console, just close the application, and then you can restart the application, and then you'll have another pop at the Elusive Target. So it's a little bit more risky using the Molotov like that, but it's entirely up to you. If you want it quickly and done out of the way, then it's a quick and funny way of taking out your Elusive Target. But there we go. That's the Silent Assassin. That's 3 methods. Take your choice. All the methods that I did before in Hitman 1, they don't work anymore because I used to use the fire extinguisher with the breach charge, but that's no longer lethal in Hitman 2 or Hitman 3, so those methods don't work anymore. So more the more reason to follow this guide. So thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like on this video if it helped you out. Let me know your choice of method in the comments. I'm really curious to know what you think. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams, and consider supporting me on Patreon or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below or clicking the link in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.